Good morning, everyone. We are here, very excited at the New Orleans Mission Shelter. And Q50 Races is here with a good friend Shorty to give you a look into the life of one of the many faces of the New Orleans Mission. Hey Shorty, thank you for being here. Good morning. I do appreciate your time, and we're gonna have a lot of fun with this. Okay?
All right.
So we always called you Shorty. What is your real name?
My real name is Donald Thomas.
Okay. And Donald, where are you from?
Originally, I was born and reared in Vicksburg, Mississippi.
Okay. And who are your parents?
My mother was Laura Thomas, and my father was Sammy Thomas, which are both deceased at this time.
Okay. And do you have any siblings?
Oh, do I have like 13 sisters, older, and I actually have 2 older brothers. So I'm number 16 in the group.
Okay, all from the same father
Yes.
and mother. So
Yes.
your father was very active.
Very active, a little bit too active, I think.
Okay. Did you you don't have any? So what was like living in Mississippi? What was your childhood like?
Living in a house with really 14 women is quite an adventure for anyone. And then you slowly realize that you're the uncle, you're the great uncle, and you got more than your share of dealing with things. It was fun though. Overall, it was fun because Vicksburg is this battleground. So you have the battlefields to visit, you have the bluffs, the Mississippi River is right there. Also, they brought in casinos and things of that nature. So it started to be a very booming town to grow up in. A lot of interesting things.
Did you go to school?
I went to Warren Central High School. I graduated from Warren Central back in 1980. And then I attended a couple of junior colleges, which I found out was not for me. But the one thing I did find out was for me was cooking. I started out cooking very young, and it kind of like escalated from there because I really found I love to bake, and I really enjoyed cooking. It was very relaxing. It was nice to be able to do something for somebody else.
How old were you at the time?
I started cooking actually, I would say around 13, 14, when I really started doing it on a different level.
Were you practicing at home? Was your mama
That's
good cook?
actually where I learned to do everything at home, because mother did everything from scratch. So it was kind of like a learning experience, more like hands-on. So you had to be there and serious about it in order to learn.
Okay, so you took it upon yourself to learn how to cook, and then you went on to you figured out in college, and that was not for you. The cooking was your thing.
Right. I mean, even back in high school, they always ask you what you want to do when you finish school and stuff like that. Well, I was already gravitating towards cooking.
Okay.
And so it just took off from there. It was just something that about cooking that I grew a love with, and I kind of stayed with it.
Okay, so you knew college wasn't for you, and then
Right.
you move on. What was like your first job, or what?
My very first job was at a place called Burger Chef. I don't know how I remember this, but it actually started off as a janitor. And I wound up being one of the cooks because I worked my way up. And so I got a taste of what it was really like in a restaurant. Even though it's a fast food, you kind of like get a feel for what's expected, what's seen, what do, and it went from there on. I mean, from there to I worked at Wendy's. And the funny thing about Wendy's, they gave me a job, but they said you got to be able to do one thing. And I was like, what's that? You gotta be able to touch the back of the grill because you're so short. So I asked him to touch the back of the grill. He saw I could do it. You have the job. And I worked from hotels on down the line, different ones in Vicksburg. And then I left Mississippi and I came to Louisiana. And from there, I started learning about offshore work. Well, offshore work is really, really great to me. It was right up my alley. I loved it. And so I started working offshore because the first company was Sunoco I worked for. And they travel around the world, different places. So I got a chance to see different countries. I got a chance to see how other people outside the U.S. live and what their culture offers and what they offer as far as, you know, what to expect when you go to another country, and the imports, the exports, and all like that.
But, so you got to go to another country?
Oh yes, Venezuela. I got a chance to go to Mexico. I got a chance to go to the Philippines. You know, Tobago. I went. You know, it was.
So you got to go to. That's something I never knew. You got to do. You got to travel, and you love that. What is your relationship with your family now?
My relationship with my family, to be honest, is not that great because I wasn't always that close to, you know, that many people around me. And so we're not as close as I would like for us to be. Hopefully in the future that will be eradicated to where we're back to being more closer than what we were.
Are all your siblings alive?
Well, as I'm aware of, yes.
Okay, so it's something that you would like to...
I'm slowly working on it, yeah. Because when I got involved with the drugs and the alcohol, it kind of like killed the relationship I had with them.
Okay.
Because they wanted what was best for me, and I wanted what the drugs and alcohol offered. And I wasn't ready yet to deal with the Lord calling me and saying, no, Don, that's not for you. You know, I've given you this amazing ability to cook and to help others, and you squander it, but you're not ready, but I'm not giving up on you.
Okay. How did that happen, Shorty?
Well, with the drugs and the alcohol, I got involved in that because, like I said, working offshore, you do make decent money. So it's nothing for me to go spend a couple of $1,000s on crack and all the rest of the stuff and not care. You know, until you hit rock bottom, until you realize that, you know, there's something better. And then my health started deteriorating because I'm a type 2 diabetic and I do have some medical issues. So it kind of like made me hit the very, very bottom. And when I thought there was no place to go, you know, I turned to suicide. That's not the answer. So I did with that, and luckily they put me from the hospital auctioneer in touch with Pastor Ronell here, and it started from there. But it's something that they actually said, something do you want to do better with your life? Do you want to change? You know, you have to want that in order to be able to move ahead.
Have you ever been homeless?
This is my first time being homeless because I usually, you know, I work, so I always rent me a hotel or get me an apartment for a little while, you know, until I moved around. But then when you really start dealing with drugs and pretending that, you know, everything's okay, you're only fooling yourself.
How old are you, by the way?
I am 54 years old.
Okay. So how did you? So you basically, this is the first time you were not on this. You were not on the streets like just homeless. You came. What did? What
I come straight from the hospital, the psych ward, and they brought me here.
Oh, okay.
So I never did really get that living on the streets thing. So it bypassed me.
So that's how you end up here at the mission.
Right. Right. That's how I ended up here. And
There was a program. How did they know about you? How did
okay, the doctors there knew Pastor Rondell and knew about Project Hope here, and said
Project Hope?
Yes.
Okay.
And that's where they stepped in and they were saying like, well, yeah, there's hope. There's never, never give up. There's hope. And so we got in touch with them, and he set me up for an interview, and the hospital brought me here, and I have been here about a year and a half now.
Okay.
I've graduated.
By the way,
the program.
Congratulations on your graduation. And,
Thank you.
And so, how has the mission helped you in all this?
The mission has helped me so many different ways. It's unbelievable. First of all, they helped me realize I don't need the drugs and alcohol to be loved. And that's a lot of problem, not only with me, but with other people who said and deny it, but that can be the basics of a lot of things. Unwantedness, feeling like you're unwanted, unloved, unneeded, unworthy. You don't have anything to offer. Nobody cares. But that's strictly not true. That's just actually Satan just putting that in your head to make you feel like that. And I went through my suicide episode because I felt like that. But it's not true. And then he reminded me while I was here, you got a gift. Gift I gave you, and you just refused to listen and refused to do it.
So you talk about God now?
Yes.
Okay.
So the gift he gave me was the ability to cook.
Okay.
And to be able to deal with people and enjoy, life for what it is, and not pretend that I'm more than what he did. So learning that, how to cook, and then coming back to it, he's taught me, several things. That's how I met you through Q50 and cooking and stuff. And it has been a wonderful, amazing journey for me to be able to be associated with people like yourself, Nicole, and let people see what he can do in your life and how things can change around. Don't feel like it's nowhere to go or nothing to do, because even when you're dealing with the Q50 and the runners and stuff, they're out there rooting for you, even though they may be doing that for their health and doing it for other reasons, but they're still rooting for you to do better, to show you there is another way.
Good. So you're now clean from the drugs and alcohol. How long you've been away
I've
from
been
that?
clean and sober now for a little over, close to 2 years for me now.
Okay. Well, first of all, we at Q50 Races, we want to thank you for all your services. You're like a brother to me,
Thank
and
you.
What are your thoughts about Q50 Races?
My thought about Q50 Races, I think of the fun, the people, the excitement, having you guys there, looking for your faces every time I'm going there, because y'all the first ones I look for. I'm like, okay, where's Cecil? Where's Nicole? I don't see Cecil. He's out there running. But I'm like, where's Nicole? And it's like...
Well, when your last race? I didn't see you on the last race.
I was hiding from the cold. But, I mean, it really is like you're going home to a family. Hey, I came to visit for a minute, and it makes you feel fuzzy, warm. And I tell the guys here at the mission about it, and how wonderful it is to go to the races, to be a part of it, because they need to realize there's more in the world that he's offering us. A chance to connect with other people to where you don't need the drugs, you don't need the alcohol, you don't need to take and depend on no one but one person, and that's Christ Jesus. You don't need all the other stuff. He'll provide for you. And like I say, knowing Q50 and knowing you guys, y'all showing me different things that, I would never thought possible. And for that, I truly feel blessed. I feel blessed. I feel like y'all have did something that no one else, has even thought I could do. I appreciate the fact that y'all give me chances to cook, you know, even for my vegan people, you know, but it's fun to me. It's an enjoyment to watch people come and enjoy the food, enjoy the race, and especially being around you guys. That's the joy. That's the joy of life, and that's the joy of what we're here for.
What are your dreams? What are your dreams?
My dreams and my aspiration is take it one day at a time. I don't know what tomorrow's going to bring, but whatever he has in store, I'm going to deal with it. You know, like I say, beyond one day of cooking, I don't know. I don't really have a goal other than just helping people because I got the help I needed. So I feel like the least I can do is try to help someone else.
So even though you graduate from the program and you're free to go get a job someplace else or be out there on your own, you chose to stay here and help basically.
Yes, because they use the help here. Because they want other people to see it's not just about finishing a year-long program or just, you know, moving on with your life. You can help others, show others, be a leader, you know, be the type of person to where, you know, you're standing up for Christ. You're showing people, look, there's a chance. You have that hope. You know, and when you meet people like you, Caesar, and Nicole and the rest of them, you realize, yes, I have been blessed. Yes, it can be done. But I have to be willing to submit to God and submit to the fact that I can do it on my own.
Okay, so what advice or words of wisdom do you have? You can give us.
Don't get a cold.
Okay.
Okay. My advice is just be yourself. Be honest. Pray. And don't try to take it beyond that point. He'll guide you. He'll guide you. He guided me to meet you, Nicole, and the rest of y'all. So, if he can do that in my life, I can't do it in someone else. And that's really my biggest advice to him.
Okay. Well, we want to thank you. I love you. And I have only one thing to tell you.
What's that?
Looking good, baby. Looking good. Thank you, baby. Thank you, baby.
Thank you.